What's up everyone, my name is Andrew Fung. Welcome back to part 2 of the CRM Telegram bot series with Notion API. So just a short recap of the last episode, we have walked through the process of building and deploying a simple Telegram bot on Heroku with nothing more than a Flask server and a few required files. So today I will be showing you how to first set a webhook from our Heroku URL to the Telegram bot and configure the Telegram bot so that it can respond and handle custom messages from different users. And last but not least, we will connect our Notion CRM database to our Telegram bot using Notion API. There are a lot of things on our agenda, so let's get right into it. So given that our Flask server is deployed on Heroku and we have the URL for our Telegram bot, we can set a webhook to this URL so that whenever the Telegram bot receives any messages, the messages will be directly and immediately sent to this server, Flask server, and we can handle all the messages and return the response that is specified and desired. So let's copy this URL and we can do paste. So to set a URL webhook to a Telegram bot, we can do HTTPS. So HTTPS and then API.telegram.org/bot. So after bot, we will need to fill in our token for this bot. Paste. And then /set webhook. A webhook with the capital W. And then question mark. URL equals. So it should be the first part. Okay. Equals our new Heroku app. Okay. So let's copy this and go to any pages. So let's paste and hit enter. It will return us the result OK equals true, result true, and the description is that the webhook has been set. Okay, so let's test whether the Heroku server is working. So we can do, let's just copy the URL link and then go to Postman, which can send all the GET requests, POST requests for testing. So we can paste in the URL and then do a GET request. So it should return us with the success 200 status code response from this stream, because it's not a POST request, so it falls under this stream. And let's do a POST request, and for body we can send them some data, which can be JSON data. JSON. So name equals to for example Andrew Fung. Message equals to subscribe for 1000. Okay, let's hit send, and yeah, it returns us with the data response for what we type in. Now let's check the Telegram bot itself, whether it's working or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and click our bot and we can do start. So as expected, nothing is happening because we haven't defined and specify any responses that the bot should respond to whenever it gets messages like this. So to see the message that we sent just now, the start message, we can go ahead and monitor the log on Heroku application log. So let's go ahead and open up a terminal, new terminal, Heroku logs --tel -a or com bot tutorial. It might promise to log in another time for security reason, but it should show us the message that we sent just now. So we got, for example, the name Andrew Fung, the name Andrew Fung message, subscribe for 1000. We see the log for that, and also this data for start command. So we see the start command. It is from my Telegram account with the username yeet or yeeted69, and all this kind of information. So let's copy this part and let's just format it to look better. Let's close this. We can do sample response equals, so this should be the main sample response from the Telegram bot. So now it's passed through the post request stream. So whenever they send a message on Telegram bot, it will trigger a post request and we can see their input through data. And now we can do some filtering. So we can do something like, so if there is a message, so if the message, we can indent this part. So if there's a message attribute inside the sample response, which means that the user has sent something or some text to the bot. Okay, so if message is in data, then we can first extract the data, the message data, and then handle it through a function. We can define it as welcome message. Okay, so it will take in data and then it will return us with the status code success. So if not, else, meaning there's no message in the data, then we can return us with the response of 404, meaning that the user has left the chat room and deleted the chat. Okay, we can still pass in the data for reference. So let's go ahead and define welcome message. So function welcome message. We'll take in some data, or we can change this to item. And we can first print out the item for curiosity's sake, and then we can do something like, so if the text includes something, then we can do we can send it back to the chat itself. So if the item got text attributes, which is this part, so if inside a message there is a text attribute, meaning that it's a text message, then we can, or maybe dot lower equals hi. If someone sends hi, then we can return us with hello. And first we need to get the chat ID. Chat ID equals item chat should be chat and also ID. And for user ID, it's also the same. So we can do paste. And then for username equals username, we just message equals to f string. So message. And also the username. Okay, so now we have all the ingredients that we need. We have the chat ID, we have the user ID, which we don't actually need, but we got also the username and also the welcome message. So now we'll be sending a post request and or get request to the webhook. So you do to URL equals f-string https api.telegram.org. So as the usual bot, which will pass taking out token, and then we can do send message question mark. Then we can do the chat ID equals chat ID, and then n text equals welcome message. And in parse mode equals HTML for formatting. After that, we can do a response, which will finally use our request.library .get and then to URL. So we can hit save and then push our changes. So welcome message Angular. And then before we do commit, we can go on to Heroku to set some settings for deployment. So the first time we deploy our Flask application, it's manually using manual deploy. So we can trigger this enable automatic deployment button to make sure that whenever a push or a git push or commit to the Git repository, it will trigger another rebuild and an automatic redeployment. So let's click this and go back and do commit, and then push. You can press push or sync changes to enter. So now I can test the new bot to see if it gives us the exact return that we want. So let's type hi, enter. So it shows us hello and also yeet or be yeeted my username. So let's do capital hi to see if it works too. Yep. Hello. So for hello it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead to Notion and create a database to link it to the Telegram bots. Login. So I'm logged in. I'll first create a database. So let's do add a new page, new table, new database. So I will call this CRM bot tutorial page. Okay, so first we will have a field called user, which will take in the username, and also status. So the type should be a select. So for example, we have people that is pending,
people have their requests closed. So, and also another one, which is the source that they need. For example, product. Sorry, should be new field. Select. Let's call product. Okay. So for user, for example, myself, yeet or be yeeted. So the status may be pending, maybe closed, maybe, for example, lead, something like that. So user A, user B. Pending and also lead, user B. So for product A, product B, okay. So we roughly have a Notion page, or we can say database done. So what we can do is now go on to a new website, the developers.notion.com, and then this should you should be logged in as well, because you have logged in Notion page. So we can go to view my integrations, click new integration, and make sure it's with all the capabilities, and we can test this to be connect CRM bot. So with all the capabilities and also comments, box, no information, yeah, we can submit this and make sure it's internal integration so that people won't mess with your integration. So save changes, and we can copy this token for connecting. So connect, copy this, and we can paste the token to be Notion token. Go to this, so paste. So again, I will reformat this code so that it won't just directly show all your tokens, your Notion tokens, and sensitive information in the repo itself. But for now, we'll just save it here. So to connect this Notion page to the integration, we can click Add Connections, and then you should see our Connect CRM bot. And continue, confirm. Okay, so now we can test the Notion API. So we can go on to the Notion API documentations. I will put all the source documentations, URLs in the description so that you can check it out and do it yourself. And API reference, so let's close this part first. And we can now first query the database. So let's do copy this part. Let's change the language to Python. So as you can see, they're actually doing a post request with payload, headers, and also their bear token, which is what we just copied for integration. This one. We can just change it to bear token for authentication purposes. So let's copy this. So now let's head over to Postman to query the database. So let's open up a untitled request, copy the link for this endpoint. So remember, we'll need to fill in the database ID here. So let's cross this out for now. And then for authorization, we will need the Notion bearer token that we just copied. So go to authorization, select bearer token, and then paste it in. Okay. And for headers, go ahead and copy the headers that they provide. Make sure the Notion version is also included for the API2 response. And the one thing left is the database ID. So we'll need to go back to our Notion page, click on copy link, so we can go to our database link, type database link equals base. So the database ID will be this part after the notion.so and before the question mark. So we can copy this, paste. Let's cross out query and send. So we can see the database, the results of the database. We got last added by title, descriptions, properties. So we can see some pending status, closed, pending, lead. This is for status. And for products, we can see product A, product B, product C. And also for users, we can see the title. Okay, so we are now connected to the database.
So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. In the next episode, we'll move on to sending files with our Telegram bot to each users based on the Notion sheet. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and comment if you have any questions or doubts. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.